Good afternoon. Today finds me sitting outside in the sunshine. It's the 24th of April and temperature's about 15 and it's really warm Sunday afternoon. And I had a wee accident. Just after I made my last video about up in Castlerock, up at the downhill Demesne. Just after that, I was coming back down through the Black Glen, going along the coast and heading towards the caravan park, the Hayes caravan park, and I was negotiating a steep gravel slope, and unfortunately I lost my footing, and now the camera was in my pocket. I did a massive tumble. There was nobody there with me, I was on my own, and I did myself a bit of damage. So I've scraped all down my hand here, and I scraped my head. This was on Thursday, it's Sunday today, but I got off late. Unfortunately, I realised I'd done something to my shoulder, so I've broken a bone. I thought I'd broken my collarbone, but I hadn't broken the collarbone. And I thought I might have cracked a few ribs on this side, but I didn't break the collarbone and I didn't crack any ribs, but I've broken a bone up here. Whenever I fell, did the tumble at the Black Glen, I was near the wee lake beside the Demesne. Anybody who lives up there will know where I am. It's a sort of it's like a steep gully, but I soldiered on. I tried to get back to the Hayes car park, and I collapsed halfway up the opposite hill of the gully, and two sets of a guy and his partner and another guy and his partner found me, and they thought at the first that I was sunbathing. So I want to thank PJ and his partner, and James and his wife or partner for helping me get back to the edge of the car park where my family came to my aid. Never really got thanking them properly because I was in a bit of a knocked about state, and they virtually carried me over their arm, each arm under the arm. So thanks to those guys for being my heroes. Anyway, what happened after that? I realised that I was bleeding quite badly from the head and the arm and all the rest of it, but it was really the shoulder. I knew I had done some damage to the shoulder. So ruins for that afternoon and that night were our plans for that night and the afternoon were ruined. We ended up, Tanya and myself and Ben arrived over to Causeway Coast Hospital, and we were there for the next 4 hours, getting X-rays and all sorts of procedures, and we were in and out of Causeway Hospital in under 4 hours, and I just can't thank the nurses and doctors, particularly Dr. Rob, a guy from Ennis, with his great Southern Irish brogue, and I just can't thank them enough for their care and efficiency and good humour and all the rest of it, and they saw me good, and I was able to go home with Tanya and Ben in the motor down from Coleraine down to Belfast that night. You can see that my arm is in a sling. I have to sleep with the sling on. Motorbiking and driving is out for the next wee while. Dr. Rob contacted the Royal, so I'm waiting for a phone call from the Royal to call me in and look at what I have done to myself, and maybe have an operation or maybe not, depending on how the broken bone is sitting. So my YouTubing videos will be slightly curtailed from for the next wee while until I get myself all sorted out. Just very grateful that things aren't a lot worse. As my friend Greg in Iowa pointed out, I could have broken my neck. I was very stupid. It was my own fault. I have no excuses. I took a risk, and unfortunately it didn't work out to the good. And I have been constantly saying to people that I meet, exercise care, be careful, you could fall in the slightest, easiest way. And people like Flora Ferry know that, because she had a bad fall there about a year ago. So just be careful, folks. And all's well that ends well. I'm going to be extra diligent, and we all need to be. So thank you for the good wishes of folks that I already know about this, and I hope that you're good where you are, and thanks to all the people who helped me.